Every day, millions of people waiting for someone to come and fix their problems, waiting for a miracle, waiting for the perfect moment to start living the life they dream of. But here's the harsh truth. No one is coming to save you. No hero is riding in to solve your struggles or hand you success on a silver platter. If you want change, if you want to break free from your challenges, you have to get up and fight for it yourself. Because the only person truly responsible for your life is you. We all face moments when life feels heavy, when problems pile up, dreams feel distant, and we silently hope that someone somewhere will step in and make it all better. Maybe a mentor will show up, a lucky break will come, or the right connection will appear to lift us out of the mess. But the truth is, no one is coming. The longer we wait for someone else to take control, the more time we lose. Time we could be using to step up and create change ourselves. The first step to transforming your life is to own your reality. Every situation you're in, every challenge you face, it may not all be your fault, but it is your responsibility. That's the difference between staying stuck and starting to rise. Blaming others or waiting for external help gives away your power. You start believing that your future is in someone else's hands, and that mindset will paralyze you. When you begin to own your reality, everything changes. You stop thinking like a victim and start thinking like a leader, the leader of your own life. You begin to ask different questions. What can I do with what I have? Or what's the next step, no matter how small? How can I grow through this? These questions shift your focus from helplessness to action. And action, no matter how uncertain or uncomfortable, is always better than staying stuck in hope without effort. Owning your reality doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you're willing to look in the mirror and say, this is where I am and I accept it, but I refuse to stay here. It's the courage to take control, even when things feel out of control. It's the mindset that no one is more invested in your success than you, and that's enough. Because once you believe that you are responsible, you unlock a power inside you that can't be taken away. The power to change your life step by step on your own terms. And when you stand up with that mindset, everything else begins to shift. You're no longer waiting. You're moving, and that's when real transformation begins. There's a moment in everyone's life when they realize the world doesn't owe them anything. No one is obligated to hand you your dream, fix your problems, or push you toward your goals. That realization can feel heavy at first, even lonely, but it's also one of the most powerful shifts you'll ever experience. Because once you stop depending on someone else to pull you forward, you start to wake up to your own power. You are not helpless. You are not weak. The fire inside you, your thoughts, your choices, your drive, is far more powerful than any outside help could ever be. But here's the catch. That power doesn't activate by waiting. It activates by deciding. Deciding that you're done blaming. Deciding that you're done depending. Deciding that you're ready to take back control, no matter how hard it feels. So many people go through life asleep to their potential. They think if they stay busy enough or distracted enough, the pain of staying the same won't catch up with them, but it always does. And when it does, that's your wake-up call. That's the moment you either stay down or get up. And getting up doesn't mean you have it all figured out. It just means you're choosing to stop running from yourself. You're choosing to fight. You're choosing to fight. You don't need someone to come tell you you're capable. You already need permission to start. You can start now. That voice in your head telling you you're not ready, it's fear. And fear is loudest right before you step into your strength. When you finally wake up to your power, you stop looking around and start looking within. That's where your courage lives. That's where your answers are. And that's the only place real progress begins. No one is coming to save you. But the good news is you don't need them to. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or potential. They fail because they keep waiting for the perfect conditions. They wait for motivation, for clarity, for support, for a sign that now is the right time. But life doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who act. If you keep making excuses, if you keep telling yourself you'll start tomorrow or when things get easier, you're lying to yourself. The truth is, there is no perfect time. There's only now and what you choose to do with it. Action is the great separator. It doesn't care about your background, your education, or your struggles. It only responds to effort. Even small, imperfect steps will get you further than those well-thought-out excuses. You don't have to see the whole path. Just take the next step. Waiting for motivation is a trap. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. You move first, then confidence shows up. You try first, then clarity appears. You fall and get back up, and that's when growth begins. Excuses are comfortable. They're easy. I'm too tired. I don't have time. Or what if I fail? But every excuse you make is a brick you're adding to the wall between you and your goals. The longer you keep building that wall, the harder it gets to break through. So smash it. One decision, one step, one bold action at a time. You don't need to feel ready. You need to get moving. And yes, you'll face obstacles. You'll doubt yourself. But doing something, anything, is better than standing still. Each small action teaches you something about your strength, your discipline, your mindset. That's how confidence is built. Not from thinking, not from planning endlessly, but from doing. So stop feeding the excuses. Starve them. Replace them with action. Raw, messy, determined action. Because no one is coming to push you forward. You've got to move yourself. And the moment you decide that progress matters more than perfection, your life begins to change. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your teacher. But most people spend their entire lives avoiding it. They choose comfort over growth, routine over risk, and in doing so, they stay exactly where they are. The problem is nothing great is ever built inside your comfort zone. If you want to grow, to evolve, to become something more than you are right now, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to face failure head on and keep moving anyway. We're taught to fear failure. We're told that mistakes are embarrassing, that falling short means we're not good enough. But that's a lie. Failure is feedback. It's not the end, it's part of the process. Every person who ever achieved something great failed over and over again. What set them apart wasn't that they avoided falling, it's that they refused to stay down. They learned, they adjusted. They kept showing up. Discomfort is the price you pay for growth. It's the workout that makes your muscles burn. It's the late nights building your dream while everyone else is sleeping. It's the awkward conversations, the lonely moments, the fear of the unknown. All of it is part of the journey. You can't bypass it. You can't cheat. If you want to become stronger, better, more powerful, you have to go through it. And the beautiful thing is, once you start to lean into discomfort, it loses its power over you. You stop fearing it. You stop seeing failure as the worst thing that can happen. Instead, you begin to realize, staying the same. Now that's the real failure. Growth demands something from you. It demands courage, it demands pain, and it demands that you keep going even when it's hard, even when no one's watching, even when you want to quit. Every time you choose discomfort over ease, you take a step forward. Every time you get up after falling, you're building the kind of character that success depends on. This isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. You won't always feel strong, but you can always choose to be brave. It's easy to point fingers. Easy to blame your parents, your past, your environment, or your lack of resources. But blaming doesn't build anything. It only keeps you stuck. The moment you stop pointing outward and start looking inward, that's the moment your life begins to change. Because when you blame, you give your power away. And when you take responsibility, you take it back. No one has a perfect starting point. Some people are born into tough circumstances. Others face unfair challenges. But the truth is, no matter where you begin, the only thing that determines where you end up is what you do about it. Blaming the world might feel satisfying in the moment, but it doesn't get you closer to your goals. Building does. Building means making something out of what you have, even if it's not much. It means turning pain into fuel, setbacks into lessons, and obstacles into training. It's not about having the most. It's about using what you've got with everything you've got. Stop saying you can't because of your past. Start saying you will, in spite of it. That mindset shift changes everything. Yes, life can be unfair. But you can either let that break you or you can let it build you. The most successful people in the world didn't have fewer problems. They just refused to let those problems stop them. They got up, they adapted, they kept building one brick at a time, even when no one believed in them, even when they had every reason to quit. Stop wasting energy on what's outside your control. Start focusing on what's in your hands. Your thoughts, your actions, your discipline, those are your tools. Use them. Build something out of nothing if you have to. You're not powerless. You're just one decision away from changing everything. Because the truth is, you don't need someone to hand you a better life. You have the power to build one yourself. Opportunities don't just fall from the sky. They're created. Too often, people sit back and wait. They wait for the right connection, the perfect job, or some sudden breakthrough to land in their lap. But waiting is not a strategy. If you want something, you have to go out and get it. You have to knock on doors. And when none open, build your own. The world doesn't owe you an opportunity, but it will respond to your persistence, your energy, and your refusal to quit. Creating your own opportunities means taking initiative. It means learning new skills when no one is watching, starting small projects with zero recognition, and showing up every single day with the belief that what you're doing matters. Even when you feel invisible, even when no one is clapping for you, you keep moving. Because you're not building for applause, you're building for results. Don't wait for someone to discover your potential. Prove it through your actions. If a platform doesn't exist, create one. If you can't find your dream job, build the skills and start something of your own. If no one is opening doors for you, kick one down. The most successful people in the world weren't handed golden chances. They created their own momentum. And they did it by staying consistent, focused, and hungry. Creating your own opportunity also means staying ready. Preparation meets opportunity. That's where success happens. So stay sharp, stay learning, stay improving. Because when your moment comes, you need to be ready to grab it with both hands. And if that moment takes too long, make one. The truth is, you don't need to be lucky. You need to be relentless. No one is coming to give you the life you dream of. It's up to you to go out there and build it. Start now. So here you are, at the edge of a decision that could change everything. You've heard the truth. No one is coming to save you. Not a mentor, not a miracle, not some perfect moment. The responsibility is yours. The power is yours. And that's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Because once you stop waiting and start acting, once you stop blaming and start building, once you get up and face your fears, you'll become the hero you were waiting for. Your journey won't be easy. You'll stumble. You'll face doubt, pain, failure. But every step you take on your own, every challenge you face with your own hands will build a version of you that no one can take away. Stronger, smarter, unstoppable. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. Willing to rise, willing to fight, willing to keep going. Because in the end, the life you want won't be handed to you. You have to rise and go take it.